Hello everybody, it's Louise from Lou's Colourful Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'm going to share with you one of the little things I found hidden inside this new mini catalogue, which runs through to the end of December this year, December 2021. If you turn to page 32, you might have browsed through this and not noticed, but if I lift the catalogue up so you can see, there at the bottom are brushed metallic 12-inch sheets of cardstock. You get 6 single-sided sheets, 2 of each 3 colours, bronze, copper and gold. And today I'm just going to show you a couple of ideas and what you could do with this wonderful cardstock. Now first of all, I took a piece of basic black card, and on the front I've layered, first of all with the bronze and then the copper, but you can notice the copper I've run through the mini emboss to give us an absolutely incredible texture. You could have the card in any direction. I think it looks quite good landscape. And then what I'm actually going to do next is to bring in a piece of the gold shimmery vellum and one of my favourite dies. This is from the main catalogue, the annual catalogue, and it's called the penned flower dies. I'm just going to use the mini emboss to show you how to create this lovely little filigree effect. So you need your plate number 1, goes in like so, and you need, you can tell mine are quite well used, your 2 plates, the ones that say number 2 on them. You pop one down there to make a sandwich, you pop your filigree die on the top, and you pop the other one, number 2, and literally as simple as that, run him through. I absolutely love this mini emboss, as I call it, because it's so easy to have on your desk. I'm going to run it through twice just because it's quite a fine die. Don't normally need to do this, and then it literally just folds up, big bang, out of the way. And hopefully you can see straight away we've got the most lovely little die. And what I haven't got is my take a pick, so I'm just going to grab a pen and poke it off for you. Oops, there we go. Just going to poke him off. There he goes. And you can see really simply, little bit of fiddling, little bit of flicking, little bit of rending round, and there we go. Beautiful filigree flower. I'll just carry on poking all of these out so you can see the effect. You can surely see it coming together now. I do have a take a pick tool, it's just not here today. There we go. Poke these ones through. I love this gold vellum. It's really shimmery, very simple, very effective. And there we go, just one more there and one more there. I always find just to give it a good flick just means, and I'll clear all these bits out of the way, and you can see we're going to pop that on there just to add another dimension to the card. And then, because I want this to be a special card for somebody, I'm going to bring in a white sentiment using the everyday label punch, and onto there I'm just going to stamp from the lovely set called The Biggest Wish. I'm just going to stamp the word hello, and because I think the gold is going to do all the talking, just going to find that stamp down here. It's going to do all the talking. I'm just going to literally use black ink to stamp with. So I'm going to take my little everyday label punch. I've got my Memento black ink, and stamp is on a block, and it's just going to say hello. and I don't quite know what's happened there, but I don't really like that, so I'm just going to do it again. That's better. And then I'm going to glue those two like so, with a little bit of the Tombow on the back of the flower. I'm not doing it all over because obviously with vellum you will be able to see where the glue is, but it will dry much clearer. Just pop that on there like so. I just like the fact it's quite a maximalist card, this. Just need to hold it down and make sure the glue sticks. There we go. Oh, it's not having any of that. That's because it's the foil on the vellum. But I'll just pop a bit more on, like so. There we go. And then I'm going to, oops, it's off again. Just use the Tombow to pop the hello on there, like so. And pop the lid on my glue and my memento ink. And finally, just to finish this card off, I've got some of the brushed metallic, really doesn't want to stick today, brushed metallic gems, and I'm going to use one of the three colours, and there we go. So that's my first card using these metallic cardstock. If you remember, it's in the mini catalogue and it's available for £14 for 6 12-inch sheets. I'm going to bring in another card now that I've partially made. Similar idea. I've run some of the strips through a different embossing folder so you can see the effect, and I'm then going to use the middle one and leave it completely blank. Again, I'm going to use the black, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to glue one of these strips onto the card like so, just leaving a little edge. Slowly does it, hold it in place. Because of the embossing, you just have to make sure your glue has actually stuck, and trim that edge through. There we go. I'm going to put the plain one in the middle, like so. Plenty of Tombow again on the back, not so much that it oozes out when you go to stick, because of course you don't want glue on the front to remove any of the shimmer. And then I'm going to bring in this little one here. I'm just going to trim that end, and I'm going to make sure he remains the same. There we go. And plenty of glue on the back again, but remember what I said, don't get it so gluey that it's going to come straight out. And there we go. Now this time I'm going to turn the card round portrait, and again you can see amazing texture being created by putting the card through the embossing folder. I'm going to bring in a little bit of our gold shimmery ribbon, tie a quick bow like so, and there we go. Oh, won't have it today. we go. There we go. Tie us a nice little ribbon. And I'm going to pop that at the bottom like that. And I'm going to bring in another one of the everyday labels, because I just think they're really very effective. They're really very pretty. It does what it says. It's an everyday label. The card speaks for itself, and on this card I'm going to use a stamp from the Peaceful Moments dies, if I could find them, and I'm going to actually change what I've just said, and I'm going to use a Christmas one that says, "For unto us a child is born." So exactly the same, just showing you the versatility of these cardstock. So this one is going to make a Christmas card. Bring it up so you can see. I'm going to pop it on there like so, and you can add all sorts of embellishments to these cards. I'm just going to grab a couple of dimensionals to raise the sentiment up like so. I'm not going to put it in the middle, I'm going to put it just slightly down, and I'm going to pop another one on, just a half, to pop the ribbon on to make sure it stays stuck. And I'll just check that is straight. There we go. So two completely different cards using the brushed metallic cardstock and the embossing folders to create just a simple gift card or a very sparkly Christmas card. I hope you've enjoyed watching this today. It's very brief, short and to the point, but I just wanted to show you these wonderful cards that we can make some really stunning projects.